this law. So we're pleased to welcome now to the Element Wealth Studios at the Mississippi Gulf Coliseum, we've got the mayor of Woodland, Patti Pettit, first vice president of the Mississippi Municipal League. Mayor, thanks for coming on.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
So what's been going on the last couple of days? Have you been attending sessions, talking to vendors, talking to some of your contemporaries that run these other cities?
Well, exactly. It's been a busy 2 or 3 days already, and I'm sure the next couple is going to be just as busy.
What is your biggest takeaway, Mayor? How many times have you been to this event?
33.
33. That's
Yes.
incredible.
My biggest takeaway is the networking with the other towns, villages, and cities in this state.
Yeah.
Because you learn a lot from the people that you meet out in the hall or you sit down and have lunch with or whatever. I'm from a tiny town in Mississippi, North Mississippi, and we can't do what Brandon can do, but we can take a little midget of what they do and do something great in our town.
What's the population of Woodland?
We're less than 200.
Less than 200.
Yep, we're one of the smallest towns left in the state. But I'll give you an interesting fact. We are all female board.
Okay.
We have 3 aldermen. We got state law changed a few years ago to allow tiny towns to have only 3 aldermen.
Okay.
And so all of our aldermen are female.
Okay.
But more interesting is that every business is run and owned by female in the town of Woodland.
Well, that's awesome.
It's a lot of woman power.
All right, so do you have a police department?
We do not. It's governed by the
county?
County takes care of our police.
And what's the county?
Chickasaw.
It's Chickasaw
Yeah.
County. Okay.
So, but we do have the largest furniture store in the state of Mississippi by square foot there, Woodland Furniture. And we have a great nurse practitioner. We have a wonderful mobile home. And we have the best Woodland Dollar General that anybody has. So we are a wonderful little town where everybody gets along. Everybody knows everybody, their dogs, their cats, their kids, you know. So it's just a great slice of Mississippi.
Well, I believe Will East, our producer for today, and also the program director at SuperTalk, I believe he's from Chickasaw County. Is that right, Will?
I'm from Chickasaw County. My mom grew up in Woodland, Kirby's.
Who is your mom?
Linda Kirby. Linda East.
Really?
Yes.
You're a
yes.
Kirby?
I'm a Kirby, yes.
Well,
Small
one
world,
fine
isn't
family. It definitely is a small world. And you know how wonderful Woodland is then, right?
The home of Bobby Gentry.
Bobby Gentry.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah, that's
All
where.
right, gotcha.
So we have a lot of interesting things
That's
there
awesome.
at Woodland.
So how long have you been mayor?
33 years.
Okay, you've been mayor all those
33 years, yep.
You must enjoy it.
I love it. I love the town. I love the people. It's, you know, when you live in a little bitty place like we live, it's not really a job.
Yeah.
It's a love. And if you don't love your town, then you don't need to be doing this job. I don't care how big of a city that you represent.
Sure. So what are some of the challenges that you're facing in Woodland, and how do those differ perhaps from some of these other larger cities?
Well, I say there's 3 or 4 problems in every town. It's dogs, ditches, and garbage, and no money to fix any of them with. So, you know, our biggest challenge is money, of course.
Sure.
I think that's everybody's challenge. But what happens in these tiny towns and small towns is we don't have the staff. There's a lot of red tape that comes along with government projects, and if you want to try to do something to get the funding to get it done.
Yeah.
And we are so blessed because we're part of the Three Rivers Planning and Development District,
Okay.
and we have a wonderful young lady by the name of Abby Bell that helps us tremendously with all the paperwork that's required. So it's the red tape that comes along with trying to get the funding to do the projects that you want to do.
Okay. So how many staff do you have that work for the city?
Well, I have 3 alder ladies, 1 wonderful city clerk, myself, and we have 1 guy that cuts the grass.
And that's it?
That's it.
Okay.
And then, of course, we have my husband who does this and that, and the clerk's husband does this and that. You know, everybody helps.
Yeah.
The furniture store, mobile home lot, everybody, if we do a project, everybody pitches in.
Okay. So like a typical city mayor, are you responsible for the like the water and sewer infrastructure?
We do not have a water we have a water association, but it's not owned by the town. The reason I wanted to become mayor was we had raw sewage in our ditches because everybody was on septic tanks, and we had some that had, over the years, deteriorated. So we do have a wastewater system. That's why I ran, and we were fortunate with the help of Three Rivers to get the money to put a wastewater system in years ago.
I see.
And so we do have that, but we don't have water. But we have a volunteer fire department, and so we're just a little.
What's your budget? What kind of revenue do you take in?
Not near enough. We could spend a lot more if they'd give me some more, but it just doesn't work that way.
Mainly sales tax diversions?
Sales tax,
yeah.
And we are very blessed, really, for the size town that we have, having the businesses, the great run female-owned businesses that we have. So we are blessed.
And that includes the furniture store, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So
450,000 square feet of furniture. You need to come shop with us.
It's incredible.
Well, we took the old school. When Woodland School consolidated, we turned it into a furniture store and just kept adding to the building. So
I got you. All right. So, and do you get some property taxes as well from that?
Not much. I mean,
Yeah, a little bit.
We do mostly. We live mostly off of sales tax.
I got you.
That's why when they started talking about changing the sales tax structure, we get a little nervous.
Yeah.
Got a little nervous, but you know what? We have a great senator and representative that represented us well with Ben Suber and John Lancaster.
Yeah.
And they took care of small towns.
Yeah.
So I think the whole thing, it's going to be all
So
right.
do you have grocery stores located in the city?
We don't have a grocery store. We have a great convenience store. You can buy all the gas and popsicles, and as my grandbabies love, they can go down there and get all the chips and Cokes they want. So
I love it. So that the sales tax changes with respect to reducing the sales tax on groceries. Of course, that's the loss of that revenue, the diversion revenue of the cities was covered by the state, but that really doesn't affect you.
It's not going to affect us now. Well, you don't think it does, but doing away with it, if the convenience store, that would have went way down if the state hadn't have fixed it.
Some of those would have been eligible for the reduced.
Yes, a lot of it.
I got
a lot of stuff that's sold at Dollar General would have been eligible.
Okay, that makes sense.
And like we do, we call that our Woodland Mall. So
I got you.
Good.
So what are your plans for the future with respect to the town? Is it a town?
It is a town.
Is it a town, a city, a village?
We're technically a village, but we call ourselves a town.
Okay.
Our motto is the little town that can.
Okay.
We just finished a there's Bobby Gentry.
Yeah.
We just got a playground in honor of my mother, who was an alderman there, and it's fantastic. But now we are trying to get community center and bathrooms to go along with it.
You. Well, Mayor, it's been a pleasure talking to you. Thanks for coming on.
Well, come visit Woodland one of these days.
Absolutely. We've been talking to Mayor Patti Pettit, the mayor of Woodland, Mississippi, and also the first vice president of the Mississippi Municipal League.